Let's make vanilla cake for my client. So at this point I started by creaming my butter and sugar. This is a mixture of butter and sugar all together. This is how my mixture of butter and sugar is going. At this point it's looking more creamier and more fluffy compared to the first slide you saw earlier. So we're making a plain vanilla cake for my customer. This is the shop where I was trained, or this is a shop where I am currently taking a training on how to be a baker. So this is just like our cake studio or something like that. Yeah. So at this point my cake or my butter was becoming more fluffier, and I would still mix this for it to be more fluffy, you understand, because I like it when my cake is very soft and fluffy. I like it when my cake is very soft and fluffy. Emphasis on soft and fluffy. So I was still checking at this point if it has gotten to the consistency I want. But yeah, and after that I added my golden syrup. Okay, after adding my golden syrup I will still go ahead to continue mixing, because the goal is to have a very soft fluffy vanilla cake. Okay, so you guys, I was still making sure that I empty the container of this golden syrup. After emptying the container I went ahead to mix again. So I did not measure my golden syrup because that quantity that was inside, or the leftover quantity, will be enough for the quantity of cake that I'm making. So that is why I did not measure my golden syrup, in case you'll be wondering why I did not measure it. So moving forward, I was still making sure that my butter and sugar is well creamed and very fluffy. So this is my cake. This is about 7 eggs, and I would go ahead and put this egg batch by batch. Okay, after adding the first batch I went ahead and mixed everything, as you can see in the video, and I added the second batch, and I would completely or mix everything together. Let the butter, egg and sugar marry themselves very well. So this is my flour. This is about 7 grams of flour, as you can see in the video. I use the scale so that you will see what I'm doing. You get, tell me why this fan was directly facing me, I don't know. So I added my Foster Clark baking powder, because why would you bake cake without adding baking powder? Did you see how this fan was literally taking my flour away? And I added a pinch of salt. Trust me, that salt is very small actually. And because I don't know how long this cake is going to stay in my customer's hand, I added small quantity of preservative, because I don't know how long it's going to stay. I don't know if they're going to consume it immediately or later, you get. So I sieved my flour the first time, and this is the second time. Now hear me out, you can sieve your flour as many times as possible, as many times as you want. You can sieve your flour 3 times, 2 times. It all depends on what you want. So sieving your flour will make your flour to be lighter and not make it to be heavy, okay, when you're mixing your flour with your batter. So this is the last batch of the flour. I added that to my batter and I will mix that. So at this point, this is not cake. This, you can call this batter. Okay, it is not yet cake until it is ready, or until this batter is baked. It is not yet cake. So at this point I was still mixing everything. So this is for those of you that said I can never make cake without mixer. Well, I am making this very fluffy and soft vanilla cake without a mixer. So I added my super milk to my mixture of I added my super mix to my batter. I added my butterscotch I added butterscotch, you guys. I added a vanilla flavor. Okay, this is special milk. After adding my special milk, I added a vanilla flavor. Look at it, vanilla flavor. So I am not measuring the quantities of the flavors I am adding here because I had already seen the quantity of my cake, and I know the amounts of flavors that will be enough. So that is why I am not measuring the flavors. But if you want to be on the safe side, please make sure to buy measurement cups and spoon and measure your flavors when you're baking your cake. Please, I encourage you to use measurements when you're baking your cake, okay? And after I was done creaming and mixing everything together, I went ahead to scoop the portion that I will be baking. By the way, this is a size 9 pan, size 9 baking pan, okay? And after that I will proceed to my oven, and I will see you guys later. Welcome back, you guys. This is my cake after I was done baking. Spot the texture of this cake, spot the brownness. Have you seen how soft and fluffy this cake is? I really wish I can cut this for you to see, but I cannot because it is a customer's order. That is why I will not be cutting this cake. By the way, after I was done packaging my customer's order, this is how it looks like. This is what she wants. She says she wants a plain vanilla cake in a box, and I gave her just that. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I love you. Bye.